everyone, this is Rachel and I'm here for another process video. Today I am using my July scrap room kit, this one from the line Beach Days by Carta Bella. Now I will be doing this for another reason, and that is I decided to take the class by Shamel called the 20 Project, and one of the prompts was to do something title-wise that you don't usually do. I just want to show you I am starting off with a piece called Summer Fun, and then another piece of paper called Summer Chevron. And what I'm just doing is using the papers as I have them already in scraps from a previous layout. I also grabbed this cut-apart sheet that I had added to my kit, and this is from an older, well, not super old, but an older Simple Stories line, probably from about 2 years ago. I don't remember what it's called anymore, and I already cut the branding strip off, so I apologize for that. So I'm just trying to see how everything's going to work out. I had this idea of doing, because I had this piece that has it had stripes of paper already ready to be cut in strips like that, to go ahead and use it all vertically. And I really liked the way this looked, and these are the two 4x6 photos I have to go with it. Now, sometimes people mention that, not so much on YouTube, but when I put this on things, about how they're, they like that I use bright paper. So for me, what my decision is, for me, I always want my photos to be center stage. So when I have photos like these, where there's a large border around them of neutral colors, like there is with the grass and everything in the background here, I feel safe using bolder papers. When I have like amazing photos of scenery, or if I have photos that are busier, that's when I tend to use more simple pattern paper, or maybe very little pattern paper. So that's just what works for me. Okay, now I am going to go ahead and glue everything down the way I had it before. Before I did that, I went ahead and inked the edges of all my papers using Heidi Swap navy ink. It's my favorite navy ink. I have a couple of them, but that happens to be my favorite. I did cut away from this because I put a lot of tape on that. Because Carta Bella paper is textured, it is very thick and it is very heavy, so I'm concerned that it would peel off. So I always use a lot. I mean, I'm a tape user, I will totally cop to that, but I just, especially when I use Carta Bella, I like to use a lot of tape. So right now I'm getting this Project Life card situated, and this is what I'm going to use as my title. I don't normally use Project Life card as my title, but I thought, hey, this is completely different from what I usually do. I really like how it's presented here with the orange and then the yellow being inside the O, so I was really happy with that. I grab that tag, the craft one with the white doodles. That's from Amy Tangerine, and then these wood tags are from, I believe they're from Basic Gray. Yes, Basic Gray. So the next thing I'm going to do is go through all the embellishments I had added to this kit to go along with it. Now I start with this frame, and that I'm going to add half of it to the upper part right there, and I'm going to use some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals just to make up for the height difference between the flat items and that frame, which is chipboard. I also grabbed some wood veneer, and mostly this is going to be from Studio Calico, and I do grab that flare, and I have no idea where that flare came from, so who knows. And I start putting it here, and I don't like the way it looks, but I can't figure out what it is, and I will figure it out in a second or so. But before I do that, I do pull that chipboard camera from the chipboard Carta Bella, and that did come with my kit. And here I'm adding that frame underneath my journaling card, and once again, I'm going to add some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals just to compensate for the height difference. Now, once I get that, what has happened is, once I chose to add that chipboard camera, the rest of my items didn't make sense. It didn't work well, so I need to rework everything. So I do that by moving the flare to the upper right-hand corner, and that's when I realized, well, duh, of course I didn't like it in the other spot, because it was a chevron on top of a chevron. Hello! So I'm actually getting pretty close to the end of my layout. The last things I'm going to do is I have these acrylic hearts, and these originally came as part of a Scraptastic kit I bought. It might have been like a grab bag or something, and I'm just going to glue those in each of my embellishment clusters, and I do cut away for that. And I am going to do my journaling now, and this is us at a drive-in theater. It was actually everyone else's first time at a drive-in theater, and it was very, very hard for me not to title this Drive-In Virgins, but I just didn't think that was very appropriate when 3 of the people are teenagers. So there you go. All right, that is going to be it for me. Before I finish this layout, I do want to just say a very, very big thank you to all of you who watched my last video about my nephew being transgender, and for all your lovely, lovely comments and likes. Thank you guys so, so much. Oh, I do add some Heidi Swap Color Mist in navy. Thank you guys so much again. Please like if you can. Subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone. Bye!